Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to today's broadcast of the Peer-to-Peer Roundtable with the Honorable Harinder Thakkar, Minister of Small Business and Consumer Services. These are held each month, the first Monday of each month, same time here, 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can ask your questions via the web at webcast@directengagement.com. And I've been receiving a few of yours since the email notification went out last week. And the studio audience here as well will be able to ask questions. The questions can go to any member of the panel or the panel as a whole, but the panel themselves can respond to any question whether or not it is directed to them. Today is particularly interesting and it's attracting quite a bit of attention. That is financing from government, VC, angel to banks. At this moment, we are still missing one of our panelists, Julian Spillane, CEO of Frozen North Productions, who has received some angel investment. Hopefully he'll be able to come. There's been some traffic issues in the GTA area. To start this off then, our first panelist is the Honorable Harinder Thakkar, Minister of Small Business and Consumer Services. Minister?
Yeah, thank you very much, Stefan, and thank you very much for doing this again. I also want to thank my fellow panel members, Andrew, Grant, and Colin, and I hope that Julian will join us shortly. To discuss. I think this is a very important topic, the venture capital. Let me tell you, I think the month of October has been a very busy month for the Ministry of Small Business and Consumer Services. In the month of October, we try to salute the small businesses. So I had the opportunity to go across the province and meet actually quite a few small business entrepreneurs and business people. And I want to tell all the people who are being on the webcast and right here, it's always nice to meet these people. They are very different breed in a way because these are the people actually who take risks, who are very passionate about the work that they do. They are very hardworking people, and you get actually energized when you meet these people. And some of the things that I noticed when I met these people, even we say the economy is slowing down a little bit because the U.S. economy is slowing down, our Canadian dollar has gone up, and the oil prices were up. But these people, they think they are doing extremely well out there, even in these very challenging environment. And some of these people, when I met with them, they have created a great niche markets. I met a company that started a few years ago. It's a $100 million company. Then I met a company who created a real niche in the biofuel diesel industry. Then I had the chance to go to Quatra Lake, and I met 5 small business people there. Again, all these people have created a quite niche markets on their own right. So one of the questions that always comes up is, what about some of the financing? If we need money, where will it come from? What are some of the sources for this money is? The small businesses are never looking for a handout. They're looking just for a hand up, I think. The venture capital, the members on the panel here are way more expert than me to talk about what venture capital is all about. But to me, the venture capital fulfills a very unique needs. When a company is at a stage where sometimes the bank cannot finance them or they cannot go to the stock market to list their stock, at that point the venture capital comes in. And the venture capital comes in at different stages. It could be when the idea is generated, it could be when the startup is there, or it could be even when the company is going through growth stages. And it takes several stages of to accomplish what you are trying to accomplish. But the venture capitalists are looking for return on their investment. They want the company to be successful, so they provide more than just the capital. They also provide the management assistance, the technical assistance, so the company becomes successful, and then they can get some return on their investment. But in the last the few years, the venture capital in a certain way has dried up. So the government is trying to encourage the venture capital market again. So I want to talk about, rather than talking about the private venture capital, which the other colleagues will talk about here on the panel, I will talk about what the government has done. So recently we created a venture capital fund. It's called Ontario Venture Capital. And this one, the government put $90 million because we wanted to take some of the risk of the industry away so that they can start investing in good companies again. So this 90 million capital, the venture capital investment that we made, it is now about 205 million. And the companies like OMAS, the Manulife, the TD, and the two more partners actually have invested to make a $205 million fund. We call it the funds of funds. So this fund actually invests in the venture capital firms as well. And it can also make investment directly into the firms too, so that some of the risk of the venture capital is taken away. So that's one way the government has helped. The other, we have some very interesting programs to assist companies, if they are in need of the capital equipment, or they have some capital needs. Then we got an advanced manufacturing investment strategy program in which we give money up to 30% of the capital needs if the company generates or creates 50 jobs, or they make $10 million worth of investments. But we also have regional-based programs. We have programs in the Northern Ontario, but we also have programs in the Eastern Ontario as well, the Eastern Ontario Economic Development Funds, which again is basically targeted at small and medium-sized companies so that they can become more successful by taking or availing some of these opportunities. But we also work with companies like the Canadian Youth Business Foundation. We give them the money so that they can actually encourage young entrepreneurs to start opening their own businesses. And we have our own programs as well through the Summer Company program and so on that encourage youth to start businesses. So I will leave it there, and then we can discuss some of the other government programs that we